Hello everyone, this is Clark Kent 434, and today I'm bringing another weapons guide, and I will be featuring another LMG. It's the 34 damage PKP Pecheneg, and I know last in my M60 E4 I mentioned that I would be bringing a few more of the heavy weapons guide to compare not only to them but as well as to the other weapons that are out there, and so that's what I'm doing today. And so we're going to look at the Pecheneg and what makes it a little bit different compared to the M60, and then I will be later on featuring the other 34 damage weapon, that's the 240 Bravo. So with the Pecheneg, max damage, like I said, starts at 34. Minimum is 25. Drop off starts at 8 meters and ends at 75. Fire rate is 600 rounds per minute. Muzzle velocity is 560. Suppressed is 310. Bullet drop off is 15 meters per second. Magazine is 100. Reload is 5.5 seconds. Empty or bullets left in chamber. The recoil pattern is 0.5 upwards. Recoil to the left is 0.4. Recoil to the right is 0.4. The first shot multiplier is a 0.65. The spread of this weapon is a 0.116. The aim down sights accuracy is a 0.3. The aim down sights not moving is a 2. And the hip fire is a 5.5. So just kind of looking at it, obviously it has a max damage of a 34 and a minimum of 25, which is very good. This weapon is very strong, very powerful. The fire rate is 600, which puts it between the 240 and the M60. You know, the M60 really is for long range. And the Pecheneg, in my eyes, and I think a lot of people, is kind of the middle child. It's very well balanced. The 240 has the higher fire rate, which is great, but this one is kind of the more well-rounded, all-round purpose, the most well-balanced of the 34 damage LMGs. As I mentioned before, the LMGs, the 34 damage model LMGs compared to other 34 damage model assault weapons and rifles and PDWs, you know, they have higher muzzle velocities and bigger magazines and better suppression, and that really makes them their difference. Something to also be noted about the Pecheneg, it does have a slightly less upward recoil. The side-to-side recoil is a tad bit higher than the M60, but due to it has a higher fire rate, faster the fire rate, the more you're going to notice the recoil, because you're putting more bullets down range, so more bullets, more recoil. So even though this has a more numbers-wise and manageable recoil than the M60, because it has less upward, because it's firing more bullets than the M60, it's going to be a tad bit higher. So technically the M60 is going to feel better because of the slower rate of fire, but the even though it does on numbers, it has a higher, but it'll feel better. But actually the PKP has a better number, but it's because of the higher fire rate. It sounds all confusing, but just know that it's because the higher fire rate kind of makes up for the way the numbers are of the recoil, because you just got to think of it. More bullets go out of the gun, the more it's going to simulate the recoil. The first shot multiplier of the gun is a 0.65, so this gun's going to be very good for bursting. And with any support class, you always want to burst. For medium and long range, you really want to burst. And that's the name of the game, is bursting, bursting, bursting. The spread increase for this weapon is a 0.116. It is pretty high, but it's not horrible. And with any LMG, don't want to move. This weapon has a 2 for aim down sights moving, which is horrible. So obviously the sights while not moving is a 0.3, which is great. It goes from 0.3 to 2, which is horrible. So like I said, the PKP really is a well balanced all round, all around good general purpose LMG. It's not the best up close. Granted, it is 34 damage, which will be good, but it's not the worst. I would say it's the best, probably all around. I mean, it's going to be strong, probably more in the mid range than probably the 240 or the M60, which is more long range. It's probably your mid range, which makes it probably, like I said, the best all around. The Pecheneg, I know, was a very fan favorite back in Battlefield 3, and I think it kind of lost that just because of it kind of sits in the middle. To many people's eyes, including mine, I think this is a really good gun. It's one of my favorite heavy LMGs. I really do prefer it because of its better controllability, and I do like it because, you know, when something's more controllable, it's easier to use, and you can be able to put more bullets down range and be able to be more successful. So that is basically my review of the PKP Pecheneg, and so that's the overall review of it. If you guys really enjoy this, I appreciate a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you're new to my channel, would you subscribe? I've got more weapon review videos coming out, and thank you for watching this.